Hi everyone, welcome back to our LLG live lessons. Glad you can tune in for another session where tonight's theme is all about trying to get more distance off the tee. So just before we get stuck into that, thank you to all the ladies signing up to our virtual group lessons starting next Tuesday. So we're kicking things off with Andrew Caldwell. Really nice guy. It's going to be a dead relaxed evening. You can tune in. We've got over an hour of content to share with you. So ladies, tune in from all over the country, and next week's session is all about how you can improve your flexibility in the next few weeks. If you work on your fitness, general well-being, to get ready for the season. It's a really good session aimed at ladies of all ages and abilities. So looking forward to that presentation. I'll be hosting the night, so you'll log in and then you can sit back, relax and enjoy over an hour's content on this really relevant topic this time of year. So do check out the sessions. If you can't make any sessions but you are interested in the content, you can purchase the session and we'll record every lesson that we do and we'll ping it to you straight after the evening's done. So there is that option as well. So tonight's session is all about how to get more height from the tee, more distance. And the first thing to mention is make sure you've got the right loft on your driver. So some of these modern drivers, you can tweak the loft, you can change it. So my driver here is 9 degrees, but I've tweaked it with my little key, which the modern technology you can do now to make it 10 degrees to give me a bit more lift. So typically, a lot of ladies we teach at the academies, the general sort of loft 12, 13, maybe 14 degrees. If you feel like you swing a bit quicker, then you can certainly go a little bit lower than that. So maybe 11 degrees, 10 degrees even. But just have a look at your driver and make sure you do have enough loft. If you've got the option to change it, give it a little tweak, give yourself more height. The second thing tonight is to go through is with the driver, these modern drivers particularly, is where to strike it. Now, we don't necessarily want to strike the ball at the bottom or even in the middle. We want to try and strike the ball on the upper half of the club face. So you can see here, linked with that, how important the tee height is going to be, because if the ball isn't tee high enough, you're never going to hit that optimum spot to hit the driver. So tee height is really important. And what I've done tonight, I've just got a little picture to share with you on the iPad. If I bring this to the camera to show you. So these are our basic options here on a lot of common tees out there, but you know, check the depth of your driver, but we want to make sure we've got at least half that golf ball visible above the top of the driver face. Okay, so pink tee is really common, that's generally okay, but if you've got a deep drive, you might want to consider the orange tee to really get extra lift on the ball. And I've had a lot of conversations with ladies at the academies, and I've seen a lot of success when ladies have migrated from the pink tee to the orange tee when they get the swing right, they get a bit more lift. So consider that, but I think personally, if that ball's teed, let's say slightly more than halfway above the top of the driver, it's going to really activate and really make you hit up on the ball to get maximum height. So have a think about what tee height you use, but the bare minimum, ladies, is want a minimum of half the golf ball above the top of the driver face for this year. So bear that in mind. And in terms of the swing itself, now what I've done here is I've just set something up with a simple cushion at home. Once you've got your driver set up, you want to try and encourage the club to sort of come in on this path here, so it's ascending as you go through. So it's really ascending, going up. A big fault I see with people who don't get the height off the tee is actually their club comes in on the down, hitting it like an iron, and then you'd almost hit and collide with that cushion coming through. So remember, you've got to try and really visualise and feel this ascending blow going through. We don't want to be descending. So you can set that up at home if you want. Just do some field drills just to see if you can come through and miss that cushion. And that'll give you the feeling of what I'm asking for on the golf tee. If you feel like you're coming down hitting the cushion, you're hitting too much on the descend. Okay? Now a good little tip to help with that as well, you'll notice the impact. If you see my body at home, when you come through, my right shoulder is actually lower than my left. So a good tip when you set up with driver, when we get back to it on the driving range, is get yourself set up and just slightly lower your right shoulder. Okay, so doing that will just promote that nice upward blow. And just to go hand in hand with that to make things even easier for you if you're struggling with low tee shots, another drill you can try around the house is get yourself a chair here. I'll explain why in a second. Get yourself set up with driver in the garden, and with driver, make sure and understand that we can actually, if you look at my head position now, we watch my cat, with a driver you can see how it goes away from the ball. So it actually moves this way. A lot of people, I think, try and keep their head too still with driver, and then they end up coming down like an iron. Whereas if you watch the best drives of the ball, who hit it nice and high, their head position actually slightly further back at impact, and that promotes this upward blow. So if you are trying to keep your head still, with the driver, it's the one club where we're allowed to let the head move away from target. And the reason I've got the chair there is because with this drill, I think it's quite easy to maybe cheat sometimes and move your head by swaying. So with a chair there, I want you to try and move the head off the ball, but keep the head turning and not swaying. That's a good little drill you can try in the kitchen or in the front, in the front room. If you haven't got the space to swing your club, you can do it. Just get yourself set up, cross your arm in your chest, and just feel yourself move back there. So the head now is 6 inches behind the ball there, rather than being on top of the ball. So a good little drill. And then if you're feeling brave, the other drill you can do in the garden, if you've got, if you can swing, just to test if you are hitting the ball on the up or the down. Get a little tee in the ground here. Position a head cover, which is roughly a head cover's length in front, and then we should be able to come through, hit the tee peg and miss the head cover. Okay, so I'm going to give that one a go here. So I'm going to hold down the shaft so I don't break anything. Let's see if I can come through here. Perfect. So hit the tee, miss the head cover, so my path and my angle was on the up, and if the tee height was high enough, I would have got a nice high drive going down the fairway. So great drill out for at home, and also a great drill on the driving range. Get your head cover on the range, stick it in front of the tee, and see if you can hit full drives and miss the head cover. If you do that successfully, ladies, you'll hit some nice high drives down the fairway. So I think, a combination of things. Look at your tee height, make sure we've got the nice setup with the lower shoulder, let the head go back with driver, and get some productive drills at home, like the head cover or the cushion, to make sure you are hitting the ball on the ascend. Combine them things and you will hit the ball higher off the tee, and hopefully a little bit further from distance as well. So hope them tips help tonight. Again, another quick fire session, just to keep the games going along. I'll be back on Sunday for another session, and check out our group sessions as well. I'm really excited to host them for the first time, see the friendly faces, come together online and listen to these great speakers. So check them out on the website and the group sessions, and get yourself involved with them. Yeah, have a great week everyone. Keep positive, stay active, and look forward to seeing you all on the weekend.